believe in you. I believe. Come on. I believe in you.
I'm going to go off script because I was asked the question, would I believe this day would happen? And it's here. You got to believe. It's here. It's our day. But there's a powerful message behind that song. We are just ordinary people who have been given an extraordinary opportunity to build greatness with this new Chrysler 200. The song you heard, I Believe, is part of that grassroots campaign.
We've heard this story many, many times, and now the dream has arrived. We're realizing the dream. We all stood together out there in 2009 when this plant was slated to close, when the company went through bankruptcy, and we thought we didn't have a future. And members of Sterling Heights City Council, I remember sitting in on some of the council meetings with you guys, and they gave us the tax abatements. So the dream is being realized today. New shops, 2,800 workers, a brand new vehicle, the best looking mid-sized vehicle I've seen come out of Chrysler, Ford, or GM. We got this, y'all. Let's do it.
We will build your car.
But to us and to all of you who work here, as you well know, it's not just a commercial. It embodies the essence of what we do and the values that we now all believe in. It speaks to the can-do spirit that was not only the foundation of this country, but also the courage that is alive and is growing inside the plant today. It is the men and the women working on the line here at SHAP that are real stars. You are the stars because not only some of you have become famous in front of an audience of more than 110 million people, but because all of you in this plant have shown a never give up attitude. You've always believed that things could be changed and that we could achieve great things, even greater than anyone had ever imagined. You've demonstrated that pride, passion, and determination can make every dream become a reality. The work you perform really is the heart and soul of everything that we stand for. And so it is for this reason that I'm delighted to be here today to mark the production launch of the new Chrysler 200. The 200 will redefine the Chrysler brand, and we're confident that it's going to make a major contribution to our continued resurgence. We're making a big bet on its success. We've invested nearly $1 billion in this facility. And as you know, the upgrades to SHAP include a new body shop and a paint shop and metrology center that I just visited to ensure the most precise levels of fit and finish on every component. I think the investment in machinery and infrastructure is important, but we all know that these things are just tools. It is the human factor that ultimately makes the difference. And so the success of the Chrysler 200 will ultimately depend on the pride and on the integrity of the men and the women who work here at SHAP. Your commitment to quality is an investment in the future of this plant, in our collective future. When we decided to revitalize SHAP, it was an apt symbol of how far Chrysler had come because of the courage and the resilience of its people. As you well know, this plant was scheduled to close by the end of 2010, but the workers and the leaders of this community refused to accept the verdict as final. And rallying together the city of Sterling Heights, Macomb County, the state of Michigan, created an automotive task force and began a dialogue with Chrysler that was focused on the possibilities to rewrite the fate that had been ordained for this facility. And they made a commitment to an industrial project that will provide direct employment and tax revenues over the course of decades, as well as help sustain nearby suppliers and many other community businesses. Today's celebration would not have been possible without the work of this automotive task force and the support of the residents of Macomb County and of Sterling Heights. And I'm delighted that two principal members of the task force are here with us today, County Executive Mark Heckel and Sterling Heights Mayor Richard Noddy. With the support of our UAW partners, this plant has flourished and is a reflection of how important the Chrysler 200 is to all of us. These joint efforts have enabled us to continue employing more than 1,200 people in the operation of the plant, and eventually to add a second shift and another 900. And as part of the launch of the 200, we have been able to add another 800 jobs as a result of insourcing of several critical processes, the additional content of this vehicle, and the implementation of WCM. Because everyone came together in good faith, SHAP has been transformed into a flexible, true state-of-the-art manufacturing plant. Your resolve has set an inspiring example for everyone at Chrysler, not just in the United States, showing what can happen when you find the strength and the courage to fight for something worthwhile. And I'm delighted, I'm incredibly proud to be associated with you, to be on this exciting journey with you all. A journey of continued growth that will secure jobs and make a positive contribution to the communities that we live and that we work in.